Good evening. Welcome to our mindfulness station. Our station can carry the wisdom and the mindfulness for daily life. And wonderful greeting to my lovely audience from me. Today, auspicious days and Tuesday, 13 July 2021. So, firstly, I would like to request our special guest to take meditation 3 minutes before our section. So we will be start now. So we have a time limit, and time is running out. So thank you. First of all, thank you so much for your participation in our mindfulness station. Um, welcome back to our mindfulness station. And also, a wonderful greeting to my lovely audience from me. And also, I'm very excited and interested in our programs today because we have two special guests who are different backgrounds and different religious scholars, which are Buddhists and Christianity, who came and joined us to share and discuss the topic, the power of loving kindness and how to cultivate it. And to discover the cultivate of loving kindness, the way to cultivate it for beginners, and how the power of loving kindness can change our daily life, and how can we cultivate and propagate loving kindness meditation help the society, especially in the COVID-19 pandemic and situation. So how to tell if a person um, is a compassionate, what are the side of the truly compassionate person, and how can we practice loving kindness meditation on a busy day. So it is an inside conversation today in our programs, and I believe that we talk bring the wisdom and peace to your daily life and less or more. So I appreciate and thanks for your watching our program. Please like our Facebook page if you don't already, and you make sure you are sharing and live our Facebook live to your friends and your followers. And that's it. Me. My name is Benedibe Dr. Niminat, and uh, my two special guests. So I would like to introduce you with our special guest. So my first special guest is the Benedibe Alokas, who is Theravada Buddhist man. He became a novice in 2006 in Myanmar. He ordained as a Bhikkhu monk in 2008. He was complete the Buddhist and Pali literatures, Dhammastiya degree in 2015. He was graduate master degree in international English program, Faculty of the Humanity in Mahachulalongo Raja Vidyalaya University, 2019. Now he study in doctorate program, PhD certificate, Buddhist study in International Buddhist Study College, IBSC. So welcome to Special Guest Benediva Aloga, Mingalawavya. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, Bante.
Yeah. So we have his scan special guest, whose name is Father Daniele Mazza. He was born May 10 in 1977 in Rome. He joined seminary October 10, 1996. He was ordained priest 2004. Now he is assistant parent and priest Our Lady of Mercy Catholic Church in Northern Buri in Thailand. And he also by director of the Office of the Ecumenism and Interreligious Affairs, Archdiocese of the Bengal. So he was complete a Bachelor of in Scott Theology in Divine World, a School of Theology, Takiti, Philippines, 2004. In his master degree in missiology at Pontificia Urbanist at University, Rome, Italy, 2008. So he was also graduate master at Buddhist study in International Buddhist Study College, IBSC in MCU, 2017. Now he also study in the doctorate program, PhD candidate in the Buddhist study in the IBSC in Mahachulalongo Raja Vidyalaya University until now. So welcome my special guest father, Daniele Mazas. Namaste. Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening, Venerable.
Yeah, thank you. So our program is where we start out. The first of all, I'm so happy to have both of you here because you are different background and you are very scholar and professional to understand about the loving kindness, to sharing about your wisdom and peaceful life. And thank you so much for joining us. Today, we have an interesting program. what I want to mention about the power of loving kindness and how to cultivate it. So as you know that the Buddha's mentioned about the loving kindness in so many sutta, and also we can see it easily in the Tipitaka literature in Pali. Um, so loving kindness is necessary for everyone, the family, the colleges, company, and in society, even though in our world, in our daily life. So in Pali, we call loving kindness is metta. So metta is the best weapon to defeat for anger and hatred. um, when we have the practice of the loving kindness, we can communication, we can we can communication and we can realize action for other without hatred, without enemy, without the anger. So the Buddha practiced loving kindness meditation to overcome enemy who want to fight it with you, even though and to overcome the sorrow and limitation, everything's to overcome. So, and also the benefit of loving kindness meditation can make peace and happiness, not only mental state, and but also the physical power, right? So, today we have many programs, and what I want to start with it that we have the term loving kindness, but what it really is. So, Benediwe Aloka, could you tell us what is the loving kindness in Buddhism? It is easy to understand for everyone. And briefly share us your wisdom in the loving kindness meditation by this. Please, Benediwe. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Venerable. Thank you for your invitation. So, first of all, I'm to say I'm very grateful on this mindfulness station for your invitation. So, the in the answer of the question of in the answer, I have to say that what is the loving kindness. So, as Venerable announced, the loving kindness is known in Buddhism as metta. But the synonym of this word metta, we can say that adosa. Another word, we can say that ahimsa. This is automatical Pali word in the Tripitaka we can find, right? So
Yes.
what that mean? Adosa is mean non-anger. Ahimsa mean non-violence. So this is, I think, very clear. Loving kindness is this word means this one refer to non-violence and non-anger. This is the metta. But in the according to the Atta Salini commentary, we can find the four components of the loving kindness or metta. So the number one, first of all, we can see that the helpful attitude or behavior, this is a part of the loving kindness metta. So here we have to understand how this helpful attitude or behavior can be the loving kindness of metta. This is the key point to understand, right? So we have to understand that when our attitude will be very polite, very gentleman. This is mean we are helping other. You see, in the Metta Sutra, we find that according to Metta Sutta, we can say that a person, some person, if going to practice the loving kindness meditation, he or she must cultivate before starting he or her practice, the practice in the meditation. They have to cultivate 14 elements. So when they divide these 14 elements, so we can find the parts. So that are, behavioral
Uh,
development, then, verbal development, and mental development. So
yes.
in
Yeah.
that, yeah, in that we also can find that in the behavioral development, we can find the word modu. What that mean modu? Modu mean we have to be more gentleman.
Yeah.
And then santindriya. This is mean we have to be more polite. So our politeness, our the gentleness can help other. Our generation, our environment, they can take example seeing you. So then in the the verbal deployment, we also find the word suwasa. Suwasa, that word means we have to say sweet words. We have to
So
say yeah, if your speech someone, yeah, they have to feel like comfortable.
yeah.
This is very
So
important.
yeah.
So
So you mentioned about the metta is adosa in Pali and ahimsa, and also we have to forget the three
yeah,
kinds of
sure,
the
sure, beautiful.
loving
Let me,
kindness.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Let give me just 1 or 2 minutes. Let me
Yeah.
finish this one. So I think this will be more clear. Uh,
Yes. Okay.
yeah. So then we can see that in the mental deployment. What is the mental deployment? What are the mental deployment? We also find the word uzu. It means we have to be more honest. The honesty very important for love. Honesty is a part of love and kindness. Then we can see that what you see that the nipako that mean this is automatically Buddha's word, right? The nipako is mean we have to open minded. We have to be more wiser. We have to be measured like this. That is why by this way, as I explained it, the behavioral, the helpful, when help we have the helpful attitude, helpful behavior. This is a part of loving kindness. Then the second one, I want to say very quickly. I think that our time is the limited time. That yeah. So
Yeah.
then the second one, we can see that helpful action. This means by our action, we have to help people. By some materiality, we can help people. By doing something, we can help people. This is also one type of the loving kindness. This is also one of the components of the loving kindness. And number three, let's see. The number three also means animosity or hostility, non-hostility. This means not taking, not to take any revenge. Then not to take any revenge. This means they taking revenge. We cannot solve any conflict, any problem. That is why the Buddha also, in the Dharmabada, he said the nahi verina verani. That means the anger, by anger, we never can solve. But one thing, the anger we can solve by our loving kindness. So that
Sure.
is why the non-animosity or hostility, this is also a part of the loving kindness in Buddhism, right? So I will
Yes.
explain. I think this is not only for the Buddhism. The Buddha, he delivered this Dharma. This is the natural law. This is the universal law. The universal law, the natural law, this is not for only one. Only one type of the people is not real.
Yeah.
The universal the law, this is for one and all. Christian people, Muslim people, Hindu people, Buddhist people, Jew people, everyone can practice. Why? The Buddha, he delivered, but this is the universal law. Everyone can use, So I think that my speech will be long. Then the last one, the last one, they mean
Yeah.
the positive emotion. Just only 1 minute. So the last one, is the positive emotion, positive side of you. the positive emotion in the modern psychology also we can find very frequently. The positive emotion,
Okay.
very important. So the Buddha also this word, the positive emotion, this is called in Pali language manapa bhava dasana, right? This
Yes.
word of the synonym also we can say that the yoniso manasikara. The yoniso manasikara, in the Kathawetu, the Abhidharma Pitaka, Kathawetu, Vibhanga, we can find frequently, you see, the yoniso
Yeah.
manasikara, yoniso
So
manasikara. This is mean positive emotion. When we, going to cultivate our loving kindness, when we're going to cultivate our loving kindness, we have to also, in the same time, also we have to they cultivate the patience, tolerance.
so
This is forgiveness. It is very important. So to
so
cultivate the tolerance, like the forgiveness, we need the positive emotion. So the positive emotion also one types of the one part of the loving kindness in Buddhism. So I think you want to say something. That is why, yeah, yeah. Then
yeah.
later I will say something else.
Because so sorry. Thank you. You mentioned about the what you mentioned about this is very wonderful and completely the based on the Pali literature and also the geometry everything's. Thank you so much. But we have a time limit. That's why I just want to talking about that. So thank you so much. Though I would like you to answer the same question. What is the loving kindness in Christianity or total? Daniele Mazza, please welcome your sharing and wisdom.
So thank you very much also for your invitation. I feel very happy to be here. And I think for Christianity and in our Christian spirituality, the most important thing, the center of everything is the relationship with God, no? As you know.
Mhm.
And so the loving kindness refers, first of all, to the way that God loves us, all sentient being, and especially us humans. So it is the quality itself of God. No? And in the Bible, God's love is described in many ways, no? As a God that is patient, that is kind, that is humble, that is respectful, is honest, calm, hopeful, persistent, faithful, committed, in the sense of committed, always there for the other. And but I think the most important quality that can describe loving kindness is maybe the selfless gift of oneself. This is what describes God, the selfless gift of oneself. When the purest love is something that is selfless, so forgets himself, and gives everything to the other, is even always ready also to suffer for the other, so that the other may have life, the other may be happy, the other may be whole, may be full. And that's why for Christians, our symbol, the most important symbol is the cross, the crucifix, the crucifix that is the sign of Jesus that dies on the cross for everybody, every sentient being, every person of every color, race, and every time. And then it is a gift also. This is also very important for us, because we can never give what we don't have. So actually, if we can be loving and kind and be merciful and be forgiving and compassionate to others, is first of all because we have received this gift from somebody else, before that. If our mother, our father, maybe this is in our common life, whenever you are given a possibility, you are loved, then you can love also, because you know what love is all about. So this is also another characteristic of loving kindness for Christianity. It is a gift that it is received and then is shared after that. So that's why also loving kindness is also what we are all together called to do. The way God has loved us, also we are called to love other people. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. What you mentioned about the loving kindness is without selfness and do like mercy and a handful. together with your family and the compassionate, your colleague. So this is the important in the loving kindness in Christianity. Thank you so much. So I would like to pass to the Benedict Aloka. So the Benedict, I would like you to answer the question like what are the benefits of the loving kindness and why it is so important for humans?
Thank you once again. So the what is the benefit of the loving kindness? So I think I have already mentioned the like the stopping some the conflict. This is the benefit of the loving kindness. Why? We have to understand that the compassion, and this the loving kindness. The compassion. This is like to alleviate other people's suffering or some being suffering, right? Um, the uh, the loving kindness. This is the in the Pali we also can see that metta. This means friendship, making friendship. So like when you go to some places, at that time the people are stranger, right? So when you can make
Yes.
friendship, the people will love you. So you will have very good relation. So this is the
Mm.
the in the fundamentally we can see like that. But the in the traditionally in the we see the one of the Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya, we also find the one of the sutta, Metta Sutta. So in that sutta also we can find that the 11 types of the benefits the of the metta, the loving kindness.
Yeah.
But when in summarize, we can say in if we explain the detail, I think we have to give some lecture. This is time is not enough, right? So in the summarize, we can say that a person cultivate metta meditation or loving kindness in their heart or their mind, they can get a good sleep. They can
Yeah.
sleep very well. This is the first one. So actually, in the psychologically, in the psychology, modern psychology, we can see that today modern day, many people they have the disease, insomnia disease, right? Insomnia disease, they in the psychology, the treatment they are, and then they describe in their diagnosis. They said that the person who are very angry person, and some people they have very depression, anxiety, lord, you see. So these kinds of person they cannot sleep very well because heart is very hot.
Yes.
So when you have the loving kindness, you get the peace. So if you are peaceful, you can sleep very well. So I
Mm.
think this is why the first benefit is the good sleep. Then
Yeah.
second benefit, we can see that the love reaction, as I explained it, if you have loving kindness, people will love you, deity will love you, divinity will love you like this, the love reaction. Then the deity's protection, number three, we can see that deity's protection, the unseen beings, right? That
Yes.
kinds of beings also can protect you. This is the traditionally. I mean, this is the traditionally. But I think this is even this one is the traditionally description. I think this is the relevance, moral psychology, and this is the logical. And then number four, we can see the free from the danger is mean you have the if you have the loving kindness, you can free from the danger of like the fire, then the some water like this, right? Some the
Yes.
poison snake, you can free from like that. This is the traditional description. Then another thing we can say the innocent face or beautiful face
Mm.
when you can cultivate loving kindness because you are very a lovely person. This is mean your heart is very pure, right? So your
Yes.
psychologically we also can see that the one we have the our heart is very honest, very pure. Our the physical body also become very beautiful, right? So this is called the
Mhm.
innocence like this, and then last one number six we can see the go to Parama Loka. This is called the super the super the heaven
Yes.
wall. Like this,
Yeah.
this one a little bit because the another like for the religious people, but logically, as I mentioned, the five thing is very relevant in the moral day, and you can compare with any other religion as well. This is the rare, this is the universal nature law, right? So this is the
Yes, sure. Yeah, of
everyone.
course.
Thank you very much. I
Yeah.
think, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
because yeah, of course. Thank you so much for your sharing your wisdom, your knowledge. Uh, when we study about the Tipitaka and Pali, we found that the benefits of the loving kindness is two things. Normally, we know the 11 kinds of the benefits of the loving kindness. In the Ekotra Nikaya, in some, I think one of the Soda, this also mentioned about the benefits of loving kindness, but not 11, just only 8. But the Pharaohs is the same with it, the same with the two soda, even though they are different soda, but the benefits are the same function and their Pharaoh. So thank you so much, Fanny. You're sharing your knowledge and your wisdom. So the father, the Daniele Mazza, I would like to ask you also, what is the benefit of the loving kindness and why it is so important for humans? So please share your knowledge.
I think there are so many benefits, no, of loving kindness.
Yes,
First of
sure.
all, for those who receive it, no, whenever people receive loving kindness from others, no, I think it's like they receive encouragement, they receive hope, they receive like
Mm,
freshness, no, they receive kindness, they receive like gasoline. When we put gasoline in the car, no, sometimes we feel so low, but when somebody shares loving kindness with us, we feel like we can start again. So it brings a lot of good in the world, no? Whenever and sometimes we cannot even measure those benefits, no, because they really extend so much that we really do not know how many people and how many lives this loving kindness can touch, no? And then, of course, there are also many benefits also for those who share loving kindness. No, I just maybe mention two. No, the first one is it helps us to come out of from ourselves. No, as I said
mm,
before, sometimes we tend to be self-centered. No, so we look at our problems, our
yes,
feelings,
sure.
and and sometimes. How we say in Italy, you drown in a glass of water.
Yeah.
Sometimes for very stupid things you feel like you cannot go on anymore, no? But whenever you look at other people, you look at those who are in need, then this helps us to go out and of ourselves and see that there are so many things outside there, no? Maybe many people who are suffering more than us, who really need more than what we need, no?
Mm,
And like Mother Teresa of Calcutta, she would say, if you want to be happy, just make other people happy. Now, this is very simple, but it's so true, no? So true.
yeah.
And then I think another aspect is it purifies us from pride and conceit and vanity. No, especially in Christianity, we believe that loving kindness, like I said before, no, it's not something that comes out from us. It's not something we possess and we give, no, but it's God's gift that passes through us and goes to other people. So we are just like vessels. We are just like Mother Teresa of Calcutta would say, we are just like a pencil in God's hand, you know. So
Mm,
we are just instruments to convey that loving kindness to others. So it helps us to understand it's not us. It does not come from us, but from God. So I think it helps us, yes, to purify us from pride and conceit.
mm. Yes. Yeah, wonderful. What you mentioned about this, the two things. The first one is we should control our selfness. Of course, we have, the selfness. We can't cultivate and we can propagate our loving kindness. Even though if you are not peace and happiness, you can make anyone to peace and happiness, right? So that's your answer, your sharing knowledge is very wonderful, and give the example is like a pencil. It's very good. Thank you so much for that. So I'd like to pass to the gain Benedict Alogas. So Benedict, how to tame if a person is compassionate, what are the signs of the truly compassionate person? How can we know he is a really compassionate person? The question is. So please.
Yeah, this is a very good question. I think the compassion today is a very famous. So His Holiness Dalai Lama also openly, talk about the compassion. So as I mentioned, the compassion. If we say the practice, the compassion is the alleviation of other suffering. This is the compassion of the symbol. According to the Pali Vidaga, the commentary, the Buddha Gosas is the definition. He mentioned that when someone gets some suffering, at the time your heart want to help them, help him or her. So this is the compassion. So he mentioned that paradukke diso hadaya kampan and karoti karuna. This means when you see they are suffering, at the time you cannot live. Oh, I can't wait it. I want to help them like this. This is the compassion. So the differences of the between the loving kindness and the compassion. This is the making or the to stop the conflict or violence. This is the loving kindness. But compassion is the alleviate other suffering. This is the compassion. Yeah, it is the right answer.
Yes. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. Good answer. Because the compassion is, of course, now we really necessity to need the compassionate and Pali Karuna, right? So that is a good answer. I appreciate your answering based on our Tibetan literature, and also the father Daniele Mazza. Now I would like to answer. I would like to ask you also. The question is, how can we know who is the really the compassionate person? So can you share it?
Yeah, I think there are many qualities, many characteristics we could mention, but I think first of all, it should be a person that knows how to listen, to listen to other people carefully, before speaking, before giving all the solutions or knowing already what is best already. So to really listen what people have to say, let them share their feelings, let them share their needs, let them share where they are in this moment of life, So this is also the first important thing. Then also is a person that is ready to sacrifice, is a person that is committed. Loving kindness is not just only something that is connected to our feelings only. Today I want to help, I help. But today I don't want to help. I feel busy, I don't help. So loving kindness is something that goes beyond feelings. It is stable. It is something that is there always. And then is ready with everybody. And then also wisdom. So wisdom. Maybe equanimity also, like in Buddhism. So to know also when you need to, to take a step, not to be too committed. If you see that the other person maybe needs some time, needs some, yes. Then also it must be humble, and then another aspect maybe it must be honest. In Christianity, we say love in truth and be true with love. It means whenever you love, you don't have to hide, what are some problems, maybe what are some of the things, what is the truth about it. So you need to bring it out. The way is not just to hide or to escape from the truth. And then I'm loving this person, I'm kind to that person because maybe I'm not scolding him and not telling him the truth. Sometimes the truth, real love needs also some some
Of
fights,
course.
maybe some challenges the other person, no, to be a better person. And at the same time, truth with love. And sometimes we say the truth, but we are not so loving in saying it. No, we are so harsh, we are so stern, we are so. So also, whenever we say the truth, also saying it with love. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Of course. And maybe what you mentioned about the compassionate and the loving kindness is the same. The attention of the Bali Tipitaka. Love and truth. The truth in Pali we see like this. So that compassionate and also the loving kindness is based on the truth. That's a really the necessity in our daily life to practice and to cultivate it. Thank you for the. So anyway, I would like to pass to another dialogue. So then so we have a next session that is, do you have any suggestion how to cultivate and maintain loving kindness for the beginners and no professionals, just beginner. So how to practice and how to cultivate in the loving kindness meditation for beginner. So please share the knowledge.
Yeah, Bande, thank you very much. So this is very important. So when we do like some research, also we need the method to practice or for to get the solution. The method is very important. So we discuss about the loving kindness meditation, but how to practice if we
Oh,
don't
really?
discuss that, this is not the competition, right? So for beginner, according to the traditional the Pali Pitaka, we can say that the loving kindness. First of all, we have to start ourselves traditionally. This is may I be free from danger. May I be free from the physical suffering. May I be free from the mental suffering. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. First of all, we can consider ourselves. We can contemplate ourselves for ourselves. Then the second step we can move to like the friend. Friend means the gender is important here. First of all, we have to choose the same gender. Like if you are female, you have to choose female. If you are male, you have to choose male. First of all, because if the different like the gender, sometimes the some of the
Yeah,
the
change to
some the,
cravings and the passion
the
like that.
attachment. This is called. So
Yeah.
at the time, your love cannot be unconditional love. This will not
Yeah,
be
sure.
pure love. So will not be true love. So to get true love and unconditional love, the or loving kindness, we have to start, your spreading your, the loving kindness, contemplating your like friend or your father or your brother like this. Then from that, when you can say that like my father, may you be free from danger. My father, may you be free from the mental suffering. My father, may you be free from the mental suffering, the physical suffering. Yeah, my father, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. Like this, we can again and again, we can contemplate, considering the what the the clear the intention, intending to your father like this. So we have to again and again, we have to contemplate. Then
Yeah.
when your loving kindness become a little bit like measure.
Oh,
So at the time you
yeah.
can move to like the stranger person. A stranger
Uh-huh.
person is not a familiar person, right? You can move to them. Then you also like the same way you can send your spirit, your loving kindness to them. They intending to they are there for happiness, for they are free from danger like this. Then we can move one by one. Until inami. So when we go to we are going to the send the metta loving kindness to our inami. At the time, the level of the power of our loving kindness have to be measured. Otherwise, if here we have this is the one of the criteria, we can say like that. When you send your loving kindness, when you spread your loving kindness to like your enemy, at the time, if you like feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Not
of
feel
course.
so
Because
this means your
mind is
loving,
not
yeah,
clear.
this means your loving kindness is not yet successful.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
So, yeah,
yeah, by this
mm,
way we can the same,
practice.
we can share our loving kindness. But for my personal way, it's
Mhm.
quite different. This is like when I was in the age of 20, at the
Uh,
time, I have the resolution. I decided in my mind in my age of 20. I decided like that. Oh, from today, I will not kill any living beings.
mm,
Any living beings in my mind.
mm,
I decided myself.
yeah.
I had the resolution like this. So
Mm,
from that time, never ever I kill animal. Even the mosquito bite me, I very gently they make it run away like this.
yes.
uh,
You are honor. You are honorable.
by the personal, this is the easy
Mm,
way, I think, for the beginner. If you can do, you can start like this. This is my way. Yeah.
yes.
Thank you, Vande.
Your experience is very wonderful. You're honorable because it's not easy to practice the lavender, but now you share your knowledge and your experience. It's very useful for our audience and also the Facebook Live who are watching our stream. So that will be useful and the practice too easy for beginner. Um, thank you. So and also the father Daniele Mazza, and also how do you think that the question is do you have a suggestion to cultivate and maintain loving kindness for beginner?
So for us Christians, as I said before, no, the most important thing is the relationship with God. No, so for
Oh,
sure, the first thing would be what we call prayer. Prayer that is
prayers, yeah.
uh, uh, a talk, no, talk to God, no, and a relationship to nurture this relationship with God, no, and read also the Bible, listen to His Word, what He has taught and what He has done to. And usually in prayer, what we ask from God is to be, like I said before, not to be instruments of His loving kindness,
Mm,
to be instruments of His love, not to be like just vessels, no, and like a pipe, no. So the water, no, it's God's love, no, that passes
mm,
through us and reaches everybody. We are like the streams of a river, no, but the water comes from God. So this would be the very first thing. And then in the Bible, there are very practical, what the Bible calls the works of mercy or the works of loving kindness. And the Bible divides it in two sets. No, the first is
mm,
to answer to the bodily needs of people, and then
mm,
the second set is to answer to the spiritual needs of people. No, so the
mm,
bodily needs would be like the Bible says, feed the hungry, or give water to the thirsty, clothe those who have no clothes, no, the naked, give shelter to the homeless, no, those who have no place where to stay, and then also visit the sick people, give them encouragement, talk to them, and or visit those who are in prison, also bury the dead, those people who have no relatives, maybe nobody that can pay for their burial expenses, or so just pay attention to the needs, the physical needs also of the people. And then
mm,
it would be the spiritual needs of the people. So it would be like give counsel to those who are in doubt. Some people who have a lot of doubts, they don't have so help them to clear their mind, or to help them to decide for what is good or what is just, what they should do. There is
mm,
forgive the offenses. And if somebody wrongs you, just it's like a gift, not given, like an act of loving kindness, no, the act of forgiving others. No? Then comfort the afflicted. If somebody is sad or is maybe stressed or has a lot of problems, so be there for him or for her, no, help her. And then also pray for the living and the dead, no, for all people, or like instruct the ignorant, no, so to give formation in what we know, or what the wisdom that we have gathered, not to share it with others, and so on, no. So that would be a very practical thing that we can do in our everyday life, because we have this both, I think, both bodily needs and spiritual needs are always present among us, no? So I think, yeah, it is a challenge, no?
Yes, thank you. Your answer is very practically in a current situation to practice and to cultivating the loving kindness for vegan. So, and who are watching our stream, including our maybe the beginner, you can remind the answer of the further what he mentioned about the Bhave and the Savijus, the two things to practice in the cultivation about the loving kindness. So, and also I would like to best to the Benediva Alokas. How can we practice the loving kindness meditation in busy day? Because nowadays we are very busy. So, in how does loving kindness meditation help the society, especially in the COVID-19 situation? So, how should we practice meditation in the COVID-19 pandemic? So, Pandit, please.
Yeah, yeah, Mante, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I think when we are talking about the COVID-19, this is a little bit difficult. Why, we have we have the loving kindness, but they sometimes, the material thing is like the virus. It is
Sure.
very difficult. So that I think in busy day we can practice loving kindness, like helping other, and then not to be angry, and cultivating our patience. And when you have big tolerance, forgiveness, this is mean loving kindness. When like you are very busy because of your work at the time, like maybe someone make you disturb, so if you easily get angry, so you lost
Sure.
loving kindness. This is
Yes.
practical, right? Actually the Buddha's teaching is the very scientific, the practical. Immediately you can see that, like if you have anger, you are not be happy, right? So you are lose in
Yes.
the your loving kindness. So but if you can control the loving kindness, but if you can control like the anger, to control anger, this is not very easy. Like what you need, you have to cultivate some the foundation, like
Sure.
to cultivate like the loving kindness, to stop the anger, like you need sometimes the patience, tolerance. That is why the Buddha in the Visuddhimagga under the metta, he delivered that's what can be. This means you have to make the patient. You have to cultivate the patient. You have to be patient. Then forgiveness, very important. And then another one, as I the previous I mentioned that this one, like yoniso manasikara or manabhava dasana, positive point of view. If someone makes some mistake, if you don't see and you don't have forgiveness, and if you see all negative point of view, you cannot control your anger. So and at the time you lost in your loving kindness. So this is a very practical. So by this way, they helping other, they trying to stop anger. We can in busy day we can practice loving kindness like this. Then another your question, and that's what the COVID-19. It is very difficult. I think, but one thing in COVID-19, in my opinion, now some country they got the solution. I think we have to help each other. So the hitakara pawati lekkana. This means we have to help other. So the country get the solution. I think if they help, the country, they infecting COVID-19, much COVID-19. If they help, I think this will be more, the effective solution like that. And then they for ourselves, they cultivating the mindfulness. They some we have to understand the mindfulness. The when we cultivate like the loving kindness, at the time also we need the mindfulness. This is also very important.
Yes.
So one side, like you are going to cultivate your loving kindness, another side you need the mindfulness. We have to be mindful, like being mindful how we can protect like this the virus, like you're washing hand, and
Yeah, wearing mask.
we
Yeah.
are communicating with someone, taking care. By this way also we are helping other. So
Ah,
the helpfulness is very important. By this way, I think
yes.
we can they protect the COVID-19. Other way
Yes.
for the vaccine, the scientific people they have to help. I think we
Yeah.
can solve by
Sure.
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, what you mentioned about this loving kindness is not only loving kindness, but also the mindfulness. Of course, when we take care in awareness, our, when we outside, we have awareness. That's mindful. We have to take wearing the mask and washing the hand, the push on the patient. That's very useful in to save our society, and not only your life but also the other our environments. So thank you so much. To practice about the mindfulness is to have the patient that is empathy candy, and also the loving kindness. So they are both of importance to practice loving kindness. So I would like to pass to the father, Daniele Mazza. So the father, so how can we practice loving kindness in busy day, and also how to help, in meditation, loving kindness meditation in COVID-19 pandemics.
So I agree with Venerable Arloka that during this COVID situation, it's more difficult now to because the balance of our life has been shaken up. No, so yeah, we have to adjust. No, in so many ways. No, so before I said that for us the loving kindness meditation would be prayer, no, to nourish the relationship with God. No, this. To talk like a child, no, to God the Father, to God, and I think everybody has to set up some time. No, it's difficult, but we have to do it. No, even if it is maybe only 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of prayer before starting all the activities. Um, which is very important. Now, also we as a church, we had to suspend all the religious activities, all the functions and celebrations. No, so people they are at home. No, so they have to find this time together. And we have some experiences, very nice experiences, where people are also praying together as a family. So husband, wife, and their children together. So this is also a very interesting thing. No? And then also be very practical. Loving kindness must be also very practical, but must become karuna also, no, to
Yes.
really help people. So that would be, I would say, be the first to love. Be the first person to love. Do not wait for other people to do something. If you see that something can be done, wherever you are, whatever it is, just do it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait. If you see the thing now, you see the thing today, do it today. Do it now. And whatever it can be. Now we are very much isolated and worried for so many things. So this can be a thing that we could do, not maybe to call with the phone or somebody who is worried, give him some encouragement, or some relative, some friend, or in the house, in our house, no, our wife needs some help,
Yes.
or the husband, or our brothers. Just do it. Be the first one to love. Do it right away, as you see it. Yes.
Yes, yeah, thank you so much. Your answer, your insight and experience is very, the practicalities and particularly to practice the loving kindness meditation is to having our society. So the loving kindness in our program is to read the power of loving kindness and how to cultivate it. And our special guests, the two of the special guests, they are sharing knowledge and they are, you know, withstanding fees to practice how to and cultivate it in loving kindness meditation. So loving kindness meditation practice is one of the most important things we do continuously. So every day, at every moment, without thinking about it, just doing practice. Normally, the people don't think about the loving kindness meditation, just talking about the metta, but not really. So they are not thinking. We think we need to work on, and by focusing on the practice of the loving kindness, we can calm both of our minds and body. Moreover, it can have to develop your emotion and provides an opportunity for deep focus and concentrated text in your daily life. And then practicing loving kindness can bring improvement in both the physical and the psychological system, especially COVID-19 pandemics. Today, we have an insight conversation about the power of the loving kindness, how to cultivate it, and with both of our special guests today. So now I would like to also express my sincere thanks, Benedive Alogat, and it is a pleasure and a honor to have you here today. And also, thank you so much for joining the Father, Daniele Mazza. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and knowledge with us. I appreciate both of you. So I see some of the question on the Facebook Live. So let me seek it. We have the time. Um, to be honest, I would like to know how do we apply loving kindness to the leader, to the leaders or to the leader. So to be honest, I would like to know how do we apply loving kindness to the leader. So Benedict Aloka, please uh, answer the question.
Yeah, this is a very good question for leaders. The loving kindness also very important. Why I say like that? Because in the Dasa Rajadharma, we also can see this what the metta, the leader must be cultivate their metta.
Uh,
In the Dasa Rajadharma, and this is the leader for the king. They here they especially I think this question they they contemplating or I think the Myanmar situation maybe I think yeah this question maybe the
yeah,
based
sure.
on
Maybe
so actually the
yeah, yeah,
Myanmar is a Buddhist country. Because I see that what the name is by Myanmar language, so I think they want to good solution in Myanmar country because
sure.
the political situation is very bad. So now we can see that the leader in Myanmar they already have killed over 800 people. So this is the lack of the loving kindness. Why you are doing like this? You are you want the power, okay, you can do so, but you shouldn't kill people because they are innocent people. When you are going to be leader, you have to be more lovely person, you have to be more compassionate person, you have to be more the non the the non-self. You have to reduce your selfish, and you need equality. This is very important. Buddha also have the thought the four Brahma Vihara. So if you are going to be leader, you must they cultivate your loving kindness. They when we ask like how to apply, as I say, not stop your killing. This is very
Yes.
very clear answer, right?
Yeah.
So and share your kindness and help people, citizen. And you are a person, if you are going to be very arrogant, if you want the whole world to control by only yourself, or you only one person by yourself, so this is very dangerous. The whole country, if you want the authority, whatever I want to do, this is like the monarchy system. Before we see the monarchy system, very, it's not very good.
Yes.
So just come to like the democracy system, and then open your mind and help people. So the leaders must be cultivated by this way. I think if they do so like this, they can apply the loving
Yeah.
kindness. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for your answer. And maybe the question the questioner is from Myanmar. Maybe I think he will be release your answer. So another question is the loving kindness can be cultivated on people by everyone. How to cultivate loving kindness when that is Tom, safe, and person. So this question is for Father Daniel Mazza. Please answer the question.
Yeah, I think it is true that it is always very difficult, no, to cultivate loving kindness and to be selfless persons. No, it takes a lifetime to, and sometimes we do not even get there. No, but yeah, maybe to. This is my experience. No, I was helped to come out from my selfishness whenever I met the people really, when I went to the, like, in the slum areas with the poor people, with those who are suffering, and this helped me a lot to put all my problems, all myself, no, my strong self in the right position and in the right place, and to lower a lot of needs or arrogance, of pride or conceit. No, when you see people that are much more in need than you are, and to see the struggles from the people. So this helped me whenever I was protecting myself, not really meeting people. That did not help me to
Yes.
come out from myself. It reinforced my selfishness. Yes. So to be
Yeah.
challenged by the people, to be challenged also by what people are saying to us. Yes.
Mm.
As for the questions before, just very simple. I perfectly agree with the Venerable Arlocano. If it is on the side of the leaders, how leaders should apply loving kindness in Myanmar in this moment, absolutely yes. That is,
Necessary.
stop
Yeah.
killing, stop harassing the people, no, and trying to find a way out, no, in a peaceful way, calling people to dialogue, calling people to discuss about what each party needs. No, not by only one party or only one side harassing everybody else just to get what you need. No, so this is one thing. And then on ours, I think on the side of the people, no, how can they have loving kindness towards leaders that arrest them, that are doing something bad to them? How can you love them? How can you be kind to them? I think maybe what we said before, no, it can apply. So love in truth, and truth in love. No, that is maybe the people and those who can, maybe the monks also needs to be more courageous to express the truth, to say it out, to be more courageous in saying
Yes.
it out. No, what things are really. No, and of course to say it with love. No, so in a, always in a peaceful way, with ahimsa. No, with a yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for your you know for your message to our country. I hope your message to be here, our leaders, our country leaders, and also and the leaders of the party and also now the militaries the queue. So thank you so much for your message, the wonderful message. So Unfortunately, we have a time running out. The time is running out in our program. So you can ask the question and next Tuesday, because we have a weekly the mindfulness station programs. So you can ask the question. So sorry for your question, because we have time. Don't have a time. The time is the running out. Okay, so thank you for watching, and thank you for everyone and every comments and live. So see you again on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And what's going to be the next top, and who is going to be our next guest. And don't mix our program. If you like our mindfulness station program and you think this peaceful life is beneficial to you, please don't keep it to yourself. You can support our program by sharing this video to share to your friends and expressing your thoughts below in the comment, and make sure to follow us on Facebook page. Please, so that you don't mix our interesting every week. Today, I and Benedict Dr. Nimena, together with mindfulness station team, have to take the lead for now. Thank you for watching, and see you again next Tuesdays. So before stopping, we have to practice 3 minutes. So our guest speaker and also with that. Um, so so thank you so much. Today we have a, our guest speaker, our get special guest. And also today we have made the merit to sharing. This merit is to share and to propagate to everyone. So may you all be happy, or may you be well, may you all be safe, may you all find comfort, and may you be safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for Benedict Aloga and also for the Daniele Mazza. So see you.
Thank you,
Thank
Bante,
you
for
so
having
much.
me. Thank you.
Thank you.